I'm going to put this on YouTube. I'm 75 years old. I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in 41 by the Kennedys, my own Uncle George, the illegal six, Elizabeth's father. They helped take down my father, King Edward VIII, married to my mom, Claudia O'Keefe, if anybody bothers to listen past this. Oh, everything was a lie that took my father down. They had to take him down because he was a really decent guy, one that you won't find anymore. And the Windsors helped, the Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Roosevelt, Kennedys, all of them. Do it to my father, then they kidnapped me and brought me to Moulton, Alabama, and gave me the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey, Mary to Childers. Both twins were killed by their mother, and there's all evidence. It's not that anybody doesn't believe it. They do believe it. Anyway, law enforcement tells people my footsteps are made out ahead of time. I was told 5 to 10 years, so there you go. Um, there's been treaties done to keep me alive. There's been all kinds of money. And then lately, I'm going to go ahead and say this, and I hope I'm not hurting someone British. There's a British firm that located here in Martinsville, is locating here, Kilgore. It's a British firm, and I hope I'm not wrong on this. The part I'm not wrong on is this is part of keeping me alive. What little bit Great Britain's got left, they're having to hand over to these thieves here. And they're nothing but thieves and terrorists and killers. Walk in my shoes 1 second and see if you can breathe. Um. Anyway, I wanted to make a point. I wrote about before I found out about being kidnapped in my real name, uh, Victoria II, heir to the British Crown. I was taken from loving parents, and if you talk about money, I was supposed to be born probably one of the richest women alive. I didn't stay alive long. They kidnapped me, brought me to this country, and have tortured me every minute. They made a pauper, manus a pauper out of me and tortured me. And here's what I want to say. I wrote a book in 77, 78 about mind control, and I don't know if this is going up, about mind control murders. And I'd worked for doctors, and I knew how murders were being done. I didn't know the mechanism used. I knew they were done in patterns, since before 70 maybe. But I found out that they were putting chips in heart bypasses. I worked for cardiovascular. And head of corporations, you can control their thinking, and you can make them go out and kill. They'll do anything. Make deaths appear of natural cause and say it's suicide. But I wanted to say something where I'm at here. I thought that this would be over with a Murphy. When I say patterns, I'm just going to give a couple. Because at this point, the people have been done me so bad, you couldn't believe it unless you had a camera following me. They think it was a joke that they kidnapped me and that I've been made a pauper and tortured. I had antifreeze put in me April the 1st of 80 after getting a letter from the U.S. Attorney's Office about an ongoing investigation, national security involved. The title of my book that didn't get published was MD, a license to kill. Well, it's more like Americans, a license to kill. They're above the law. There's no law for me. Where I'm at now, I just found out the girl at the desk is named Morgan. She's a new cashier here. The other day she came in when I was at breakfast, and she was getting coffee, and she said something about Murphy's Law. Well, that by itself, I didn't think much about it. It's been a long time since I've had somebody say Murphy's Law to me. So I dismissed it. But today when I went to pay my rent, her name's Morgan, I found out. And Morgan Harrington is one of the mind control murders that was done here. And Murphy's Law was what I was told after the antifreeze in 1980, and I was working for a district attorney, Fred Simpson, in Huntsville, Alabama, living at Warren House. I was told Murphy's Law that anything that can go wrong will, and it has for me. It's been holy hell. So things have happened using Murphy and names surrounding me like Philip, or my son's name's Mark and Scott, but they fit in patterns and timeline. So here you've got the Murphy and the girl that's just been missing. I think it was August the 3rd. I know that it was the 3rd. So this would be 6 months. I totally know because of the patterns. I don't know if she's dead. It was done in patterns. And it's Alexis Tierra, as in a crown, Murphy. She went missing that day, and her car was found in front of a movie theater, just like the Aurora, Colorado was connected with a movie theater. So I don't know if that makes sense to anybody. Most people don't want to know. FBI man told me unless they know how to fix them. So I've spent 75 years of my life and money being poured into this country, and every moment of my life has been hell.